Hey guys, Dev here. So I've been getting heaps of questions about my add-ons recently. So today we're going to be covering my top 5 favorite add-ons for my Prot Paladin in Classic WoW TBC. Before we get into it though, if you do find anything useful or informative in this video, feel free to give me a subscription. We're getting awfully close to 5k now, which is absolutely amazing. Can't thank you guys enough. And the other people that I want to give an extra special shout out is my awesome Patreons. So there's a Patreon link in the description if you feel like supporting the channel like that. But thank you to you guys. You guys are amazing, and we're getting really close to getting me a new hard drive, which will help store more videos for the channel. And as you guys know, I hate long intros, so let's get straight into the information. And here is number 5. Okay, so the first add-on we're going to take a look at is Details. And Details has a great damage meter and healing meter, but as a tank, that's not really what we're interested in the most. It's the threat meter. So for anyone that's watched any of my kill videos, you know I have my threat meter here on my screen. And that's so that it's in my eye level, it's super easy to see, and it's basically in my peripheral vision at all times. So if someone's climbing up, if somebody's getting close, I see that. I know a lot of tanks will put their threat meter down in the corner here, and I don't think that's useful. My eyes scan the center of my screen. Obviously it's better than not having one at all, but I reference my threat meter a lot, and especially as a raid lead, it's really good to be able to call people if they're encroaching, if they're about to push in second threat. Or in our Mag's video, I saw our Gruul video, I saw the Shadow Priest sitting just under second threat. So I'm not sure if he was aware that the hurtful can't hurt anybody that's in range. So I was able to see his position on the threat meter and tell him, hey dude, it's good to push over the second tank because you're a range player. So stuff like that's really interesting. So I'll quickly show you how to get a new window open. So you want to do /details new. And I've just changed my normal threat meter to deaths here so I can show you how to do this. Once you've got a second window, you can position it wherever you like on your interface. And to switch it into the threat meter, you click on the cog and come into plugins raid, tiny threat. And that will give you a threat meter, and then you can lock it in place so you don't accidentally drag it around. Number 4. So the next add-on we're going to take a look at is PolyPower, guys. So PolyPower is a really powerful add-on, and it basically allows you to assign blessings throughout your raid. Now, in TBC, this is still a great add-on, even though you have less paladins, because you may need one paladin doing, say, might on warriors, wisdom on mages, stuff like that. It allows paladins to track the uptime of each class, and it also allows the raid lead or paladins with assist in the raid to assign each other blessings. So you can type /pp space blessings to open it or close it, or you can just right click this little colored dot here. So I've just grouped up with another paladin here, Beauty, from my server. And you can either click the box to scroll through the options of what that paladin can do, or hold shift and mouse wheel, and that will change the entire row. Shift and left click also works. You can also tell a paladin which aura you want him to run in here. And then you can see his talent points as well. So this is really, really useful. So me and Beauty have the exact same talents by the looks of it. But if you had a paladin that said had improved might, you'd be able to see that as a plus and then how many talent points he has in that talent. So I have 1 talent point in Sanctuary. That's just showing I have Sanctuary. 1 talent point in Kings. No talent points in Wisdom. No talent points in might. You can also see improved Ret Aura and improved Deva Aura in the talents here. And it does show if they have DI and Lay on Hands ready, which is a really useful thing before a pull to give you all that information. So yeah, this is PolyPower, guys, a great add-on. When you go to buff people, all you need to do once your assignments are done, you'll have a list of all the different classes. It's just left click. Obviously not working now because it's trying to buff Beauty. He's out of range. But it'll show there's 1 paladin missing, Kings, which is Beauty, because obviously he's not with me. And there's 30 minutes left on that King's buff. So once everybody is buffed, this box here will go green. You can see I miss it. I have my buff here. Beauty's missing his. Number 3. Okay, so the third add-on we're checking out today is weak auras, and you guys know I've already done a bunch of weak aura videos. So weak auras are basically a way to provide a heads-up display for certain things that you need to track on your interface. So this can be useful for boss mechanics, useful for personal cooldowns and stuff like that. So in one of my videos, I've given away my weak auras here that tracks Holy Shield, Judgments, Judgment cooldown, and it also tracks what's on the boss when you're in combat. It just makes it a lot easier to have it here where your eyes are, in the middle of your screen, where the boss is, where the action's happening, rather than trying to scan your buff line in the middle of a raid to check, your seal of righteousness. I couldn't play without my buffs, especially as a paladin. You've got lots of seals coming in, getting judged onto the mob, and then the next one starts. You'll also see it shows if you don't have anything active right now. So this is super handy for me. You can grab that in my other video where I give this away and fully explain how it works down below. I've also done a video here on the crush cap calculator, which is another great weak aura that I use. So there'll be a link to that in the description as well if you want to go check that out at the end of this video. But weak auras are basically unlimited power of what you can track on screen. If you don't have them, it's kind of like you're playing blind. So this is definitely something I'd pick up sooner rather than later. Number 2. Okay, so my second favorite add-on in Classic WoW is ItemRack. And what ItemRack does is, firstly, it gives us the option to come in and switch a piece of gear out from a little pop-out. It'll show us all the legs we have in our bags. So that's super handy. It also facilitates gear swapping from the bank as well. It shows what's in your inventory and what's in your bank when you have your bank window open. However, what most people use ItemRack for is its set management, its wardrobe function. So in Classic WoW, I had about 15 different sets that I'd use for different things. PvP Holy, Mitigation Block, Spell Power Balanced, all of that kind of stuff. Eventually I'm going to build that out in TBC. Right now I just have my Mitigation, my Spell Power set. So you can see there's quite a few different gear pieces that switch around between these two sets. And you can either keybind those sets, or what I do here, I make a macro. So ItemRack Equip Mitigation, and obviously I've got one for Spell Power, and I just put these buttons down here on my bar. So if I need to go and tank, say, a normal dungeon, and I just want to have heaps of Spell Power gear on so we can just blast it out, heaps of damage, heaps of threat, click of a button, and I'm in my Spell Power set. It's literally that easy. So that was ItemRack. Super useful add-on. Hey guys, Nighttime Dev, and I forgot to record the number 1 add-on, so I'm doing that now while I'm editing the video. So we're going to talk about Plato really quickly. Plato is by far my favorite add-on in the entire game. It is so good for tanking and so good for Prot Paladin. So I've just got some footage here from our Heroic Shattered Halls run, and I'm going to show you exactly how Plato works. So from the pause screen here, I can see the boss's health. I can see the noticeable buffs that I need to know about. So Sweeping Strikes is on the boss, 9 seconds remain with 5 charges. You can also see my Seal of Wisdom on that target. And the color of the boss is this nice blue color. Now you see that it's just changed to a yellow color. That means that someone's getting close to me on threat. And if you check the threat meter, that's letting me know that mob has low threat, right? So I need to put some more attention into that mob quickly, and I've just pulled out of the range there the warning, basically, the warning threshold. So now, as the boss has charged off, you see he's still his nameplate is still blue, so that's letting me know that he hasn't dropped threat. I still have threat, and he's going to come back to me. The sharpshooter guard that's coming in, so he's got a red nameplate. And what that's letting me know there is I don't have threat on this target, right? And I can see him. He's running past, no threat. And what do? I hit him with a Hodge. I can see the Hodge on him, purely off his nameplate. He's got 5 seconds left on that Hodge. And as that ticks down, I know I've got 1 second. I'm going to have to make threat soon. I get a const underneath him. And then I pull him back onto me. When he's back on me, his nameplate changes to blue. So basically, this just shows you how it works. Obviously, this is a short sample of one boss fight. But when you're tanking big packs and you've got DPS all over the shop, they may not be following your kill markers or whatever, it shows you what you need to spend time generating threat on before you lose threat. So heaps of people have asked me about this. Plato is by far one of the strongest add-ons available. It will change your tanking game. So if you only get one add-on from this video today, go and get Plato. So that's my 5 favorite add-ons, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy the video, please hit that sub button. It goes a really long way, and my Discord and Patreon links are in the description if you want to come join, and I'll see you in the next one.